Sometimes it happens. What's good, squad? Frosty Phenix here. Welcome to another edition of Phuca-Pod, a Phucaname product. Be sure to find us all across social media, internet, and all that at Phucaname, Phucaname. If you could kindly give our content a like, a follow, a subscribe, rate us 5 stars on your chosen podcast platform, and leave a comment with your thoughts on the content we are covering and any other content you would like to hear us cover in the future, please do. Here with the usual squad specs. Yeah, please do. Here with the usual squad specs. Well, just a couple of us today starting off 2025. You know, we all got lives and things like that. But I think we'll have another squad spec join a little later. But for now, introduce yourself, squad spec. We took too long of a break, I swear to goodness. Introduce yourself, squad spec, and where people can find you if you want to be found. That's how you do it.
There you go. Got it. Yo, you already know what it is. Y'all hearing the voice of Wav3yGawd. You know, WAVII underscore. I'm sorry, not that's it. That's the old one. I'm sorry. Underscore WAVII.
New one.
GAWD. It's just the underscores in different spot now. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's the voice y'all hearing right now. Of course, sneaker lover, anime watcher, video game player. You know what I mean? The waviest bird ever. The only wavy bird, you know what I mean? But yeah, we got a good show, so we got a good show for y'all today. You know, Frosty said, people have lives and stuff like that, so do we, but you know what I'm saying? We just want to get the news out to you guys, you know, start of 2025, some new, a lot of stuff been going on. If y'all been attached to the industry and everything like that, you've been seeing all the directs and all this stuff being announced this past month, so we don't get into all of that, so y'all stay tuned and buckle up, you know what I mean?
Say your handle again. I was talking over you. Your new handle.
My new handle? I'm sorry. It is my new handle is underscore WAVIIGAWD. That's my new handle on Instagram. So y'all go follow me over there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all follow me over there. But it's the same everywhere else. I'm sorry. The underscore is at the end. So WAVIIGAWD underscore.
Got it. I was like, it's on the front. Hold up now.
Yeah, it's on the back of it.
It's on the back.
That's a new Instagram handle for y'all to follow me. But of course, y'all follow Phucaname too, PHUCANAME, just like the good Frosty says in every podcast intro. So y'all follow us over there. You know, we got good news for y'all. Follow us on our social media, Instagram, especially Blue Sky, especially Threads. And shout out to y'all for getting us 800 followers over on Threads too. Because I know Frosty said that like a couple of days ago. I was like, oh, we're 800 followers. That's cool. But shout out to y'all. You know, y'all follow us over there. You have the community questions over there as well. And we share some good news of comics, mostly gaming stuff, all the industry stuff, leaks, all that kind of stuff. So y'all keep following us. Y'all want the good news and everything. So
absolutely. And we try to get to the facts, mind you. If anybody wants to hold us to the fire, hold everybody to the fire. Hold your favorite news. That's what I'm saying. Like,
don't just hold us.
Right.
Don't just hold us. Because there's a couple articles that we put out there, like that whole Batman article. Y'all, there was a lot of people in the comments talking about, oh, this is not true and all that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, everybody was posting the same thing. I gotta hold that same energy for everybody else, not just us. You know what I'm saying? So
we're all trying to be right.
Most time we be right. We be right too. Because most of the time where we get our stuff from, they get their stuff from too. So
facts.
I just want y'all to know that.
Facts. Like, use us definitely as an outlet for finding the information, but go do your own research as well. And if you have done your own research, comment on our stuff and the questions that we ask and your thoughts on the overall perspective. But have that knowledge first before you share your opinion.
Word up. But we love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all
absolutely.
We hope y'all love us too, and the content we give y'all. More videos on the way, so y'all stay tuned for that.
Absolutely. Without further ado, we get to our new segment, Top 5 News Stories that are on our radar as of this episode. Number 1, Nintendo Switch 2 revealed. We still have questions, release date, price point, power, and of course the games and Switch 2 Direct on April 2nd. We also have TikTok shutting down and then back in less than a day. Are you guys, did you guys stay on it? Did you guys leave? Have you deleted your app? Let us know in the comment section.
If you have an iPhone, hopefully you didn't.
Or if you do, it'll be a good chunk of change for you and getting a new phone. Anyway, Jason Schreier from Bloomberg, thoughts on gaming industry this year. 2025 is big in the gaming industry, big in a lot of ways, but we'll get more into that as our podcast goes along, not just this episode, but future episodes. State of play for PlayStation coming in February. Let's see what PlayStation's got going on. They're kind of dragging their feet a little bit as we go into the new year. A lot to expect from gaming companies, and the theme I'll get to after we get through the top 5. Xbox developer Direct Talk, which we'll get to with Wav3yGawd. And I know one of our other teammates, Too Tall Taylor, was following that heavy, so we'll probably break that down more over time. But just a couple of points.
Most definitely breaking that down.
Absolutely. And then Assassin's Creed Shadows delayed until March. Just to mention, just to touch on as far as Ubisoft and the Assassin's Creed franchise, the theme of the episode is the Nintendo Switch 2, Xbox's possible comeback kid moment. We're in the PS5 Pro era, and meanwhile, PC is over there just minding their business and living their best life.
They don't really gotta say anything because they got everything. They got it all already. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
they just watching us. They just watching every other console. Like, y'all go ahead and play.
Right.
Y'all know the rule is though.
we'll get a version of it. Don't worry. And then shout out to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming on PC this year. Now it's out for the PC Master Race. Hope you guys are enjoying that, and y'all are modding like crazy. Imagine you probably could Google and see something crazy mod right now. It'd be interesting to see a mod if somebody puts the old Final Fantasy VII like chibi characters in place of the characters.
I can see that happening. I can see that happening. You know what I'm saying? You know, and when it comes to mods, anything possible. That's why when Stellar Blade comes to PC, that's going to be ridiculous. that's going to be ridiculous.
Shudder the thought. Shudder the thought.
That's going to be crazy. Like, just looking at that.
There was a mod I saw on Facebook of, I think, Final Fantasy Remake when it's on PC, where somebody modded Shiva to have details on her parts of her body.
Of course they did.
And Aerith had, like, her skirt was a skirt, not a dress. I was like,
you can't get people nothing sometimes, man. It's the modded community. It's the modded community for a reason. Like, you know. Hey, and I'm pretty sure the memes like pretty much started with like the gaming industry anyway. So like you've been true to this for a long time, but the modded community is the modded community for a reason. You know, anything's possible over there.
Ain't it? Any of the top 5 you want to touch on?
The main one you already know. Like, I mean, the console finally got revealed, man.
The Switch 2.
Just that effect too, man. I remember like all these rumors were coming out, and it was rumored that like Nintendo was getting super mad at. No, I don't think it was rumors. Nintendo was, I think, really mad at all these rumors coming out and everything. Like, I was pretty sure they're gonna send the ninjas out on everybody, because like this is the most I've seen with rumors for Nintendo in a long time. Like, it was like every other week, every other day, another rumor was coming out. Or it looks like this. I seen there was a mock-up at CES, stuff like that, and apparently the ninjas came to somebody's table to be on something like, hey, we gonna come. They basically gonna try to maybe sue them and stuff like that. Like, it was crazy. You know, like they were talking about everything. Like, it could be a C button for the Switch 2. It was all these rumors coming out. No one knew it was real or not, and everything. There was all these leaks and everything. But last week, it finally got revealed in a surprise YouTube announcement, which I was loving it because I remember seeing it. I was like, I was on my couch like, yo, he finally revealed it. And to me, it felt more of a like, here, y'all can finally have it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how it felt to me, because like it came out of nowhere, but it was rumored that it was supposed to come out last week anyway, though. Like the reveal was supposed to come out last week. It was a rumor going around. So I mean, probably wasn't that, but it felt like that. Because all these leaks coming out, and it came out before the Nintendo was mad, so that's how it felt like, at least to me. But what about you, man? I'm over here. I'm going on about the Switch 2. I'm excited about it. But
you've been preaching for years on this podcast since we've been not long before, but I feel like and overall this podcast, and as long as I've known you, when we've talked about the Switch and how passionate you've been about how old the Switch's hardware is for games, and just how, as the games are evolving, your concern was always, I don't know if I want to put that joint in there because it might blow it up. It might blow my Switch up because this joint is old. We on PS5 going to PS6, Xbox One, whatever, going into whatever, and Switch over here like you still pre PS3 and the PS4 era. Like, what's up with that?
Not even with PS3, PS4. Yeah, you can say that. PS3 360 era for the most part. That's how I felt. That's how I felt when playing on the Switch and everything. But because these look so ashy, man. Like the games are fun though. Don't get me wrong, but like it just looks so ashy.
Their priorities are fun over
which
fashion.
That's how it should be. That's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? It should always be the games over the looks, and Nintendo thrives in that. So there's nothing wrong with that at all.
I always said, or as the last couple of years saying, my wife has turned into a gamer, and I've turned my wife into a gamer. And I'll take credit for that. She has a Switch Lite, but it's almost like when you give somebody the smaller platform, they go, I'm upgrade, I'm ready, coach. So we're looking at the Switch 2. I didn't really see a point in getting a Switch, even a Switch OLED, if the Switch 2 was coming. Something I'm thinking about as I'm saying that though is getting a console while it's still not in beta form, but you get the console and then they upgrade a little bit, software patches throughout the year or whatever, and then they might come out with like the new version. Yeah. Like because the Switch OLED is not the first. It's Switch Lite, Switch OLED. Yeah. PlayStation 5 has a PlayStation 5 Pro, but the PlayStation 5 generally is a good console and didn't really need to do much to make it better, quote unquote. So I think I almost feel like that is out the window because you never got a console per se outright because you're the guinea pig of the things they got to release, and they always release the slim version later, which was like the better running version of it. Like the Xbox getting rid of the red ring, like 360. When you got the newer 360s, you didn't have the red ring problem. And then the PS3 Slims were like the better version of the PS3s. I think they had more memory and stuff like that. And
I think PS4, so, something like that.
Yeah, PS4 Slim, and then I think it was like Xbox. Is it Xbox One was after that? Yeah,
Xbox One, Series, and then the Xbox One X, Xbox One S, like PS4 Pro, like
Yeah. So what I mean? Like overall, I'm excited. It looks cool to me. This would be our first full-on Switch console, so I'm not mad at it. And if we're talking about Switch Direct in April.
Yep, April 2nd. That's when they're gonna have a Switch Direct with more information about, I'm guessing, everything. I guess like the games and like the hardware and like the features, because it looks cool right now. Like it looks like the other Switch, this is bigger, which I'm not mad at it being a little bigger, whatever. It looks aesthetically like pleasing, and like I like the fact that the Joy-Cons doesn't have to slide on anymore. You can just stick them on, which I like that because I mean it's unique to have it slide on, but I like it when you just stick them, whatever.
So. Now I've seen comments of people saying I was in a Twitch stream of a couple people saying they're afraid that the clip-ins look too breakable.
I can see that concern. I can see that concern most definitely because, if you like do something the wrong way, that could be a concern. But you just gotta be careful with it,
Be careful with it.
It shouldn't be like that at all. But you gotta treat it with 10 11 care.
TLC, treat your consoles right. Shout out to the people that be throwing their controller though, and you gotta buy a new one.
Man, I hope that y'all don't do that if y'all adults right now, because controllers are too expensive to be doing that nowadays, man. $70 for a PlayStation 5 controller. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing for an Xbox controller right now, or a 60, whatever. It's too much.
Best advice for raging: put it down, go punch a pillow or something in between matches, or do some push-ups. Get the rage out.
Or be like Cuba Gooding and Boys Gonna just swing on nobody just for a little minute and then just get back on the next game and stuff.
Get back on.
Do something.
Take the L. Do whatever you gotta do. Don't throw that controller, please.
Not at all, man. You can't afford that these days. I've seen a lot of reels and TikTok's about that too. Where it's like you ready to throw your controller, but you're not a kid when you're an adult. You know how much it costing and everything, so they just, which is like it's a fact. Cause we're not doing that no more.
No,
Not
stop
anymore.
it. Stop it.
Yeah, overall the Switch 2 looks really good, and that is a. I mean, if in the trailer it did say something, you saw like the Mario Kart on there and stuff like that. So people are speculating that it could be Mario Kart 9, and that it could be like some kind of like open world or something like that, like some kind of like 24 player kind of mode or whatever. Because it was like 24, 32 people on like the car on like the circuit that was on like the trailer. So people are speculating. I mean, I can see it happening because. Why not do that? That's like one of your flagship titles, and that could be that's definitely could be a console seller. So, I mean,
I was gonna say, price point, power, and the games. Looking forward to it in general. I was losing the thought, y'all, and I promise I had it, and it was a good point to the Switch 2 thing. But no, like it might not have been that too important. Yeah, no, not really. Any other points?
about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
either way, I'm looking forward to it.
I just hope it's powerful. I mean, the rumors going around is like I saw one rumor saying that it could like reach when it's docked up, could reach the power of like the PS4 Pro or something like that, or something, or is that in handheld? I'm not sure. I think just in like when it's like docked up, it could reach to like the PS4 Pro level power, which is cool. I honestly when it comes to the games, I'm not worried about that because Nintendo knows how to make good games. They have their flagship titles and flagship IP, so they know what to do with that. So, I mean, I'm hoping for Super Mario Odyssey 2. That's what I really want, or another Super Mario like 3D platformer. Because like a couple podcast episodes ago, I think last year, I did say something that there was like a rumor going around that they're working on a 3D Mario title because it was like leaked that like they would have like some SP Code Red or something like that. It was like the code name for it, and like usually like, the red titles usually means like a Mario title, 3D Mario title coming. I think the last one was like either Odyssey or Galaxy 2 or something like that. So it's possible that could be a launch title, which I would want that. I can see Mario Kart 9 if that's going to be a thing. Metroid Prime 4, like I said on an episode with Miss Jordy, y'all go watch that episode too. I think that could be a launch title, Metroid Prime 4, but I don't think it'll get that major reach they want. So I'm not sure if they're gonna do that.
Right.
I could honestly probably see like a Super Mario title though. Maybe I know a lot of people are with me and with you right now. They want that Wind Waker remake though. They want that Wind Waker remake. That's what
not even a remake. I was gonna and great segue to that. Little story for that. I found myself trying to revive my GameCube. My GameCube, would have to go get in. I'm stuck on one like screw, and I don't have the screwdriver for it. But essentially to recorrect the laser, because Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, I would only have for the GameCube. I have a Wii. It's my mom's Wii. It's not my Wii. It's my mom's Wii. Can't take that.
Okay.
So, and they don't have Wind Waker or Twilight Princess for the Switch, but they have other older classic Zelda games. And then there's addition to Breath of the Wild. But reason I need that is one, I haven't played a Zelda game in years. I think Twilight Princess was my last title. Maybe Skyward Sword, but I never played Breath of the Wild or the recent sequel. And
Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom, thank you. And my wife is getting into those kinds of game, dungeon crawlers.
Oh, okay.
So she likes
got
other
on
games
that point.
similar. Yeah, like she's discovering these things on her own. I'll assist when I need to, but there's other games, the Swords of Ditto or the Sword of Ditto, which is like almost like Legend of Zelda meets RPG with like the dungeons are like refreshed. It's a really interesting game. It's a really
I think you put that in the chat one day. I just and I said I was gonna look it up. I never looked it up and stuff like that. Swords of Ditto.
So it's that if you like Tunic, I think you'd like if you like Swords of Ditto and Tunic. I do like Tunic. Inspired by Legend of Zelda. So Swords of Ditto is a really interesting title. Shout out to
I do like Tunic and stuff like that. So maybe that's cool.
So but now that my wife is getting into those kind of things, I would love to put her on Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. They're two of my top favorite Zelda games. Probably above Ocarina. And if they remastered Ocarina, I would be no more good.
Man, I don't think they're gonna touch that. I don't think Nintendo's gonna touch that.
They'd be brave. But here's the thing with that. People are, you know what? That's a whole other concept. Let us know in the comment section of this video if you've gotten this far. Definitely continue to like, follow, subscribe for the podcast. There are people who have done Ocarina of Time on Unreal Engine 4 online.
I think I have seen those kind of leaks stuff like that, and it looked good.
So it's not impossible.
Mm-hmm. It's not impossible. I just don't think they're gonna touch it. I think that's one of them things that's gonna stay in the vault forever. I don't think they're ever gonna touch that. I don't think so. No.
And mind you, I'm gonna kick back to you with that. 3DS, they had that version.
They did.
Updated version 3DS. They did it once.
It's possible. I mean, personally, I'd rather the Wind Waker remake or remaster. But hey,
there's nothing wrong with that. Like thinking about the 64 and the polishing up. Think about how Ocarina of Time looked on the 64 and what we've got going on now. Polygons, right?
Yeah.
We still talking point and those polygons and fingers that don't separate. Wind Waker was ahead of its time, and I might be Wind Waker and Twilight Princess is not ahead of this time, but like I might be fanning right now. Let me know if y'all agree or disagree.
I mean, Ocarina of Time was ahead of its time.
I think if all you had to do was just wipe it off with a good like alcohol wipe or something, like some type of spray, you don't need to do nothing else.
You don't. I don't think you really need to. Like the exploration and stuff like that is already good, and like it's like the grandfather to a lot of these adventure games now. So they don't, like you said, they can take some little Lysol wipe it down a little bit, enhance the graphics, they could enhance like because like you said, you've seen like demos of Unreal 4, like Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time type of things, and they look really clean. And I've seen that with Super Mario titles too online. So it is definitely possible.
And your favorite, people have Unreal Engine Sonic Adventure 2, and I know you've seen it.
I don't think I've seen it. Unreal Engine Sonic Adventure 2. I haven't.
I will be dropping links into our Discord chat. And shout out to our. We're building a Discord, y'all, so we might have a little more open stuff for y'all to join. Don't worry about it. It's in construction. That's the only reason I'm saying that. I got to send the links to you, what I've seen of Unreal Engine of Sonic Adventure. Just, I think, the first level, but it's been done.
All right, yeah, I'll definitely watch that. I'll definitely see that. I haven't seen that before, but I'll definitely look forward to seeing those links because I do want to see what it would look like,
So, Switch 2, what weight we boxing at? What you boxing at? What weight class you talking about right now?
What weight class? Man. In terms of like the console, like just handhelds and stuff like that, just everything.
Where does it land? Graphically, what it's capable of?
Oh, man. I don't think it's heavyweight. For a handheld console, I believe it could be like, it's possible it could be like, middleweight, maybe somewhat heavyweight. Because I think Nintendo will learn from from their last console and everything. But however, I do feel like, give it like 1 or 2 years, that hardware's gonna be out of date. It's gonna start being like the Switch and everything, how it's gonna start looking like But for right now, I think it could be like a good almost heavyweight. Because I think that they learn from their past like stuff, and like the hardware is like, it might not be all the way caught up with what we have right now, but it could be something like way better than what we had before. So I think it could be close to heavyweight when it comes to that with the graphics. We already know the game's gonna be heavyweight. That's whatever. That's no issue. Like that's it. That's no issue. So
I'm gonna tie this in because I think it fits. We have the community questions section. There's one community question that we put out on our threads. Shout out to Wavy for writing out this question and putting it out there. With the announcement of the Nintendo Switch 2, if you are someone who doesn't have a Steam Deck or another handheld device and were thinking about getting one, did the Switch 2 announcement make you change your mind? What did you mean by that question, Wavy? Like, where are you going with that? Before we get to,
I think it's more so like, okay, it was more so like, basically since the Switch 2 announcement happened, there might be someone that's like, once that's thinking about getting a Steam Deck or like the Lenovo, the Asus Ally and stuff like that, or like the Rogue Ally. And they saw the Switch 2 announcement. And may have been like, "Oh, that's coming out soon. I don't want to get these no more because I got the Switch 2 coming. It's gonna be even better. It's gonna be good games and it's gonna be good graphics, all that kind of stuff. So I don't really want that anymore." I'm asking for people that are on the fence like that. If they saw the Switch 2 announcement, like, I don't want this stuff no more. Or I did see a comment that said that like, nah, I did see a comment from that question. And they basically was saying that like, nah, it didn't make me like not want to get it, but it makes me like just want to get both now, for the most part. Which I understand that, because if you can afford to get both, but most definitely get both. You know what I'm saying?
That was Boy Jonesy, and
Yep.
you already said their answer, but I love this part at the end. Both consoles will be mine.
Yes, in my possession, and I love that answer. I love that answer. And if you can afford both, get both. You know what I'm saying? So
They're different experiences.
yeah, definitely different experiences. One is for like, I won't even say hardcore. This is more so like,
one is for PC players, and one is for Nintendo heads.
Yeah, and I won't even say Nintendo heads. It's more so it's like, you're not born to that PC lifestyle yet.
Yes.
Yet.
That.
You know what I'm saying? You're just not born to it yet.
And then when we talk console wars all the time. We've been covering the console wars lightly the last years of this since this podcast creation of the console wars and the back and forth of like where you stand. People stand in both. Some people stand console. Some people stand purely PC. Gaming is definitely cycling around all of those concepts and where people land. So. Everybody has their choices. Where before, back in the day, technically all you really had was like Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo, and then you had your PC games on a floppy disk or whatever. It wasn't really a conversation. But now, we got all the consoles. We have Steam on PCs. We have Game Pass. I think Xbox or Microsoft games available on PC. That's Xbox Game Pass is a different platform than Steam. Like, I guess so if you could get both, you could have Steam and then you could have Xbox Game Pass and Microsoft logins on your computer, which is completely different. So the opposite thing. I know this is another word, and I'm saying we have to consider them. And I know don't react the way I'm about to not react, but like mobile games matter.
They do matter. I mean, I don't be playing them like that, but they do matter.
They matter.
They do matter. I don't play them like that, but they do matter. People got their different vices. Like, I'm not a fan of playing on the mobile and stuff like that, but there's definitely a market for them. So get your bag. Get your bag. Get your bag.
Moving forward, I think we'll get into the community questions. We did touch on the one for Nintendo Switch 2, and now let's talk about this other discussion point. Crunchyroll and YouTube joined forces, making 40-plus new anime titles available to fans who are part of YouTube's Premium TV and Prime channels in US, France, UK, Germany, and Australia. Fun stuff for people that
so
love
they're basically
anime.
making like exclusive like anime for people that are on those YouTube Premium accounts, whatever.
Yep.
And like is YouTube Premium accounts, or is it more so like if they have YouTube TV and stuff like that?
That's a question of whether or not it would be only locked behind Premium. Because if you use YouTube Standard, I think.
Oh, so it is like YouTube. Okay, yeah. So I have YouTube Premium for like YouTube music and stuff like that. So that's cool. But I mean, I hate that it's behind a paywall. But I mean, at the end of the day, there's anime everywhere, so it's not really a miss, because it's anime everywhere. Like anime on Netflix, anime on Hulu, anime every streaming service, and there's anime other places too. If you want to do that kind of thing, I'm not going to say anything about it, but you can do that kind of thing if you really want to. So.
We got a little slip up. Shout out to and rest in peace to Kiss Anime.
Damn, R.I.P. man, R.I.P.
People talked about it.
That used to be the hub.
Yeah, people talked about it, So we got a couple answers from that. Shinigami Striker said Crunchyroll should have discontinued, not Funimation. Ooh, hot take.
I don't know if I like that, but hey.
should have discontinued. Crunchyroll should have discontinued and not Funimation. Eye roll emoji. Excuse me. Well, okay. I mean, I
don't want no one to be discontinued, but hey, if that's okay,
that's I've accessed both. I used both. I didn't see a problem. But no, shout out to you, Shinigami, and your point of view. Funimation definitely had its issues with its interface as well. That's all I'll say. Like navigating it, both of them aren't the greatest, but get your anime fix how you get your anime fix.
Yeah.
Saber Akiyama said, "Remember, YouTube TV costs nearly $1,000 per year. Period."
I mean, yeah. I mean, $1,000 per year. I mean, I don't know how much it costs monthly. I mean, it's probably. I mean, it probably is. No, YouTube TV. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll take your word on that
answer because, like, I'm pretty sure YouTube TV a month doesn't cost that much. Maybe like $70 or something like that.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm gonna look that up right now because I did see that one before, and I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right.
Nearly
but I could be wrong.
Nearly $1,000 for YouTube TV. That must be the higher premium cost, and if you use probably a lot of your channels for sports or anything like that and accessing the TV points.
Maybe that's what it is. Okay.
The whole package might be Saber. But we're using your comment as a talking point. Shout out to you for pointing it out. If it does cost a whole lot for YouTube TV, I wonder if it would be separate from your overall subscription, if it's an additional amount, or if it will fall into your account.
Oh, no, yeah. No, I guess he is right, actually. Yeah, because it's $83 a month and stuff like that.
Okay.
For your first 6 months. Well, for your first 6 months. I think after that it's probably like 72 a month or whatever. So it could be something like that. Okay. It could be close to 1,000. That makes sense. All right.
I hope.
But I mean, you're getting all that kind of stuff. I mean, everybody. If you're not paying for like that or like Sling TV or something like that, there's streaming services out there too. So I mean, it's just how you want your vice, how you get your vices, how you get your TV watch. That's all it is.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And High Top Fade 69. Shout out to your comment. He said, "I am subscribed to Crunchyroll through Amazon Prime. I am also a YouTube Premium member. Sounds interesting. Shout out to you, got money." Shout out to you, man.
Hey man, I have Crunchyroll. I don't know if it's a premium one. I didn't have the middle like tier or whatever. So I have the one that's not.
Well, they have Crunchyroll through Amazon Prime.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, because Amazon Prime you can get stuff through there too and stuff like that. I forgot about that. That's cool though.
That's cool.
Yeah, shout out to you. Getting that. Got money over there. Getting your programs anytime and all that kind of stuff. So.
Or if you signed in through other people's platform,
you can do that too. Shout to the homies that be letting the homies do that. So
shout out to the password sharing. I mean, not to point it that way. And then get into this next point, the next part of the discussion. So your opinions on live service games. Are you fatigued of those kinds of games, or do you just want a good one? Kind of like what Marvel Rivals is doing, and we'll get to that later in our
that's
Marvel Rivals.
That's a topic right there. It's a good game too, so I'm not even mad at it.
Get Good Girl, shout out to you.
She be in our comments a lot, so shout out to you and everything, man. You be giving us a nice little answers and participating in the discussion, so we appreciate that a lot. So
absolutely keep your eye out. We'll probably try to connect.
Word.
I'm glad they're dying. I will never ever pay for a game again that cannot be played from a disc. Destiny really messed up. Dude.
Yeah, that I was gonna say. I knew like, cause I remember like we definitely like asked her more questions about why her opinion was like that, and she says on my Destiny. I didn't know she said that in that. I know she said that in like that particular answer in that particular reply though. So
right.
Yeah,
I paid a lot of money for that game because we were early adopters, and they took stuff I paid for away.
I know you were an avid Destiny player, Frosty, so you can get into that. It's like, don't be in your super soapbox. You can get into that.
Nope.
Like, did she have a point?
She's spitting facts, and it's like PHACTS. Hundreds of dollars. We talking about YouTube Premium or YouTube whatever we were talking about earlier? Hundreds of dollars.
Damn.
Gone.
It's down the drain, huh?
Gone. Gone. But okay, live your best life, Bungie. Live your best life. Woo.
Oh, damn.
Soapbox over. Moving on.
Oh, man.
Talforian said it's about the game. Is it engaging? Are the controls tight? And does the content change enough to keep it fresh? Then I do enjoy it for a good time.
That's fair.
Speaking of live service games, is it keeping the community happy? You know, is it constantly addressing any concerns? It's keeping you engaged, keeping you wanting to come back. And even if you do take a break from certain live service games, I know I have. I've deleted them. I've just left them alone and played other games. Try to knock away your backlog because some content droughts just have you go away for a while, and that's perfectly fine. Or you use content droughts to like grind away and do like get your weapons up, get your stats up, start a new character. People do many things.
That's obviously what it's there for. So.
Yeah, but your game, you can't do that. If it's just done and you can't do anything else about it and you go to another game, less likely to come back if there's nothing really to gain from it. Yeah. So, totally get that. Shout out to Talforian. Falcon SH92 said, if done correct, they are fine, but mostly they come out unfinished. Ooh. Or purposefully dumped down to add, or even worse, sell the rest later. We be talking about that. We be talking about that. Not to mention these overpriced skins or pay-to-win macro transactions.
The worst kind of. I mean, they are free-to-play games, so you know they had to get their bag with the skins and the cosmetics and the microtransactions. It happens, you know. As long as it's just like cosmetics and skins and everything like that. If it's like pay to win type of stuff, like they said, then all right, that's a different issue. But then again, it's free to play, so we know they gotta get the money somehow. When it's a problem with these $60 games, $70 games that be doing it, then it's a problem, you know.
You pay base price and additional for more content.
Yeah.
Listen, but like Wavy said, and we're not here to, as Phucaname, we're not here to disparage anyone from enjoying any game that they wish, except Deadpool 2, because Wavy bought that for some reason. I had to get cornered in here. I had to get real cornered real quick, which is funny. But you know, Wavy enjoyed that game. Wavy paid money in the game.
I did enjoy that game for when I played it. So,
and it is what it is. Like I paid for Kingdom Hearts 3. I sure did.
I think a lot of people did, man. A lot of people did.
You sure did, you know. But overall, for the companies that have to make it work in some kind of way, not every company can do everything perfectly as far as live service games. But as long as they're able to at least scratch some type of itch and you tried it and you can say you like it or you don't like it. It's like going to a restaurant, trying their food. You don't like it, you don't go back.
That's it.
You know.
And in terms of video games, just like you don't like it, uninstall it, never play it again. Especially a live service game is free to play. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how it is. And it's good to have that option these days now.
Yeah.
So that's how Cornered and Desert and I were Fortnite a couple when it first came out. That's how we were.
Oh, Fortnite! I was like, ew,
we downloaded it. We downloaded it. We tried it together. We were like, it's not for us. We're going to Apex.
Right. But
so I mean that it's just what gets you going. You know what I'm saying?
I'm against Goku and Naruto with a gap. That's me.
A lot of people like it. I mean, I'm not. I know. Like, I know 8-bit champions Fortnite and stuff like that. So that's cool. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I would try that mode, that 5v5 mode though. That looks pretty cool. I remember that. That was a rumor that came out a month ago or whatever, and then it actually was it came to fruition because they revealed it, and I'm like, oh, like a 5v5 kind of mode for a Fortnite first person shooter,
right?
You know, yeah, I'll try it out.
And starting this month, shout out to Urban Sama and other outlets that we've seen announced Kaiju number 8 content is coming to Fortnite as of this episode. They reached for my wallet. Because that was an anime that last year I consumed and I am totally down with, big fan of, and that kind of talk persuade your boy into possibly trying something.
Hey, man. It's all they get at your emotions. Like, what do you like? Here it is. Now give us your money.
No. No, please.
But I remember you said something in the chat that was very interesting, and I think you're gonna make a video on it. But I want to give you like a teaser, like what you think Kaiju number 8 can do and start in terms of video game wise.
Listen, how can I summarize this? Metaphor gameplay, but with Kaiju and the characters from Kaiju number 8. Metaphor gameplay. Think about the battles. Think about the movement. Like, period. You know, if they're in Fortnite, it means the skins are capable, which means the character models are capable, which means if y'all don't want to do the whole Attack on Titan thing, you know, we'll post it probably a reel on that on social for people to focus on this topic specifically. But you know, you had a whole Attack on Titan game. I think that did okay. I know where we talked about.
They had 2 games, so.
Yeah. So, I mean, same thing about Full Metal Alchemist had 2 games on PS2, and those games were great, and nobody talks about it. And I played them, and they were fantastic. They were fantastic.
See, I never played those, so I can't say.
Ooh, they're fantastic. They have their own stories, their own opening. Listen. Anyway, it's possible. So, you know, that's possible.
Y'all tell us what y'all think about that in the comments or in, like, the show, and, like, in the replies. Would y'all want to see, because we're probably gonna post this like segment up on YouTube, would y'all want to see like a Kaiju number 8 kind of turn-based RPG? Do y'all think that could work? Y'all let us know what y'all think about that, because once Frosty said that, I was like, I think about the show and everything. He said how it would work. I'm like, it possibly could work if it's done right. It possibly could work.
You play Metaphor?
I played the demo, and I still need to get the game. I need to get
the game. No. But you played enough of the demo. I mean, shout out people that don't have the game at this point. I mean, you're going to probably get it eventually, or not. But you played enough of the demo.
I am.
This is enough of a spoiler.
Let me get it.
Do you play it up to the castle part where you transformed, right?
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Like the beginning of the demo. That's the beginning of the demo type shit.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But imagine that with the main character of Kaiju.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I would, like I said, if done correctly, that could possibly work if done correctly. So I mean, I would like to see that. Like, y'all let us know if y'all would like to see that too. Like, we gonna put this all on socials and like YouTube and stuff like that in the clips. So y'all let us know if y'all don't want to see that.
Period. You know. And then final point for the discussion for that. Nino said it's all about gameplay. Apex, Halo Infinite, Call of Duty, Fortnite, best-selling shooters, tightest gunplay, movement mechanics, content.
Yeah, that's it. That's it too. You gotta have good content, good gameplay. You'll be fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that everything needs to be a live service. I think we talked about this before too. That every company is trying to get that live service money now, and get that like revenue, that recycling revenue going, and kind of that always revenue, continuous revenue going with the company, and that could like make or break creativity sometimes. I think Noob will say that the best. It could make or break creativity sometimes, but we've seen recently as well that sometimes it could like be really bad if it doesn't work. You're wasting a lot of money and time and resources, or it's just like you just throwing stuff against the wall and seeing what sticks because it's a major IP.
Yeah.
So I mean, we got some news about that too. So. I mean, hey, like, I mean, Apex, like, I think Apex to me is like one of the better ones that did it, because in terms of that list, right? Because they had the Titanfall 2, it had the Titanfall like gameplay, and Titanfall 2, I still think that's probably one of the more better multiplayers that was out there at that time, and it sucks so much that EA would do that to that game. Like, why would you put it in between Call of Duty and Battlefield? Like, that was like, you wanted to be dead on arrival. Like, and it deserves so much better, because everyone that played that game said it was better than both those games that came out that year. And that's true. The story was amazing. The multiplayer was really good over there too. Like, you know, I can go on forever and ever about that, but we'll be here forever and ever. We don't have that kind of you don't have that amount of time. So
no. When they released it, they re-released Titanfall 2. Like, they rebooted up the servers again. I don't know if they're back off again as of this podcast. You guys,
yeah, I know I think when Apex first came out and people were talking about like how that was like based Titanfall 2, like that they like the servers started getting repopulated and stuff like that because it's like, oh, now people are starting to notice that Titanfall 2 is actually really fire. So I don't know, like you said, I don't know about that now, but
so even last year, our even the Titanfall Reddit, our multiplayer server is still active in 2024. I play in Europe PC, and I think there was one point we touched on. There was a petition going around in Europe that was offering to like buy IPs off of companies that like would shut down the game or something that had circled around to refurbish those kinds of content to like basically allow indie developers somewhere else to just keep the game alive while they're working on something else. I don't know where that is. Maybe we'll probably look into that more for like a future episode, but just thoughts like somebody else picking up the torch and keeping it alive.
That's tough.
So someone said yes, it's active. I do remember I did turn on Titanfall like sometime last year, and it was people were in there.
Titanfall 2?
Titanfall 2, yeah. Wait,
Okay.
Titanfall servers, no, we are not detecting any problems with Titanfall 2 right now. The last outage detected for Titanfall 2 was Monday, January 6th, 2025, with a duration of 44 minutes.
Okay.
So, they're having issues, I guess, but back up and running. Titanfall servers are still good. So, we're back up. They're back up online. Not Titanfall 2, not Titanfall 1. Titanfall 2. Yeah. So, get a copy. I think EA is selling in their EA version of their store is attached to PlayStation and Microsoft stores, so you have to buy it through their store. It's just a subsection store.
Yeah,
Play the money game.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Titanfall 2. Hope Titanfall 3 comes out eventually. But I remember you saying they got scrapped for Apex Legends. But maybe in the future we'll see a Titanfall 3 sometime.
Maybe. Yeah,
Maybe.
if it's been too long, I'm not even. That's not even on my forefront right now. We got other games.
I feel like this year has a plethora, so we're fine.
We're fine.
And shout out to people that are still trying to say that gaming is stale or whatever. Okay, yeah, you must have a very particular taste when it comes to video games if you're saying that this year. So that's all I'll say about that.
One more thing before we get to the final part of the episode. A shout out to the Comic Shop, a workplace comedy, supporting more black-owned shows and businesses and things like that. Just bringing an eye to this kind of content is definitely something that we need to do more often as a community. And we are Phucaname, being a black-owned content creation and podcasting company, know the importance of that, right? So for the summary of this, OMG Comics, a shop that's constantly holding on for dear life in a Los Angeles strip mall that's seen better days. This comic store and its crew are fighting a constant uphill battle against the ever-evolving digital age, financial ruin, and their own incompetence. You can check out a full write-up of the Comic Shop, the show that was on Kickstarter, that we definitely will support it, or anybody else that were able to support. Full write-up at blacknerdproblems.com. Shout out to them and their content as well. Created by Cheyenne the Geek. The series has promise and keeps our nerdy hopes alive and well, and sees us in spaces that we know and love. So more content like that, more faces like that. Things like Abbott Elementary. Imagine Abbott Elementary in a comic shop.
Yep, basically a mockumentary and stuff like that. Like how The Office did, Abbott Elementary is doing right now. The other Doctor show that's on NBC. I'm so sorry that I forget the name of y'all show. Me and my wife watch it, and it's hilarious. But Parks and Rec, imagine that being in a comic book shop. And I'm mad that I didn't get to give anything to the Kickstarter. Yeah. But that is something I would want to see, like, because I've been going to comic book shops. Like, I haven't gone in some time now, in a couple of months, but I do go in comic book shops and everything. So I have a loyal comic book shop that I go to out here in Florida and stuff like that. So I could understand how a mockumentary could look in the comic book shop, because it'd be a lot of stuff, and it's like, it's comic books. Like, why wouldn't it be fire? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, like, and it's not. And the thing is that I know it wouldn't just be like Marvel, DC stuff. because like comics isn't a whole. The comic book world is massive. It's not just Marvel and DC. There's a whole lot of different kind of publishers and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope that they did get the funds they needed through Kickstarter, because I would definitely want to see that. Like whatever website it's on, anywhere, I'll be a watcher. So you gotta watch me.
I will say they did meet and exceed their goal.
Oh, they met it. Oh,
yeah, man. They met and exceeded their goal. Shout out.
That's what's up, man. I like to hear that, man. I like to hear that a lot. That's cool.
Yeah, man. So again, be out here and supporting your favorite comics, your favorite comics, leading to the show. Your favorite content creators and things black in the community. Definitely support it. Even just support it in general as indie creators. Definitely backing that up. And then Zeno Robinson is also one of the people featured on the show. He's a voice actor, and you guys might know his name, I believe. Let me get this right. He's been in a lot of different things, and I always keep getting him confused. I know he was Gamma 2 in Superhero, Dragon Ball Superhero, and he is. Oh, you found the buttons.
A little bit late. I found it a little bit late. But yeah, shout out to them over there, man.
And he's Hawks in My Hero Academia.
Oh, word?
In the English dub.
Okay.
He is Hawks in My Hero Academia, so he'll be on the show as well. And shout out to the other actors that will be on the show as well, and the production behind the show. But just shout out. I mean, people like familiar names, and it's like, oh, the word? Yes. And, so shout out to Cheyenne and putting that together. And we are supporters. Hopefully, maybe we'll have you on the podcast or something like that.
Yeah, hopefully y'all can talk about like the process was to make that show, because like I said, I seen the previews on Instagram and stuff, and it can be really funny. Like I would definitely, I got a view of me whenever it comes to fruition. So. Same. And shout out to the homie 8-Bit. He was on the podcast too. Shout out to his show he got coming up.
Oh yeah,
with,
the new G4.
With the shorty he got over there. So yeah, I'll definitely give that a watch whenever it comes out. You know what I mean?
Let me make sure I get that.
I know Fantastic Frankie has she had some show like that. She was interviewing folks, stuff like that too. But I know she's doing a lot of like a DC podcast hosts and stuff like that. So I've seen that show before too. So shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully get you on the pod one day too.
We out here, man. We out here doing their thing. So
yeah, out here.
Gaming talk show coming soon. I'm not sure if it does or doesn't have a name. I know he'll.
I think it does. I'm not sure. I think it does. I don't think it has a name. Maybe not. But he said it's coming. He said it's coming soon. So, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So.
Oh, excuse me. Checkpoint. Along
Checkpoint.
with his guest _Larkscene.
Hey.
Is his guest host. I know you eventually look on the internet and you find the things you want to find. So Checkpoint is the name of the show. With 8-Bit and Larkscene. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all. Man.
One or two more points before we close. I know, Wav3yGawd, you have this down here. If you want to touch on it, I'll let you have your soapbox on it. 2 points. Sony canceling 2 live service games and set in the God of War universe and Days Gone.
Yep. Yeah, that happened earlier this week, actually. They were saying that, I think, as you all remember, we said a couple podcast episodes ago, but then it's been in the news too, that PlayStation was trying to have a plethora of live service games coming out this year and like for the future, because they, like I said, they want to get that continuous revenue coming in, just like Fortnite does, and I guess Apex. I don't know if they do anymore, but like Fortnite does, because they're the most prominent live service game out there right now. But yeah, so they said they were going to work on I think 5 or 6 live service games, whatever, and just try to put them all out and everything, but. So far, it's not looking so good over there in PlayStation land right now. Because you already saw what happened with Concord last year. It's unfortunate that it didn't come out to good reviews. Well, I think it came out decent reviews, and even one of our squad members, Desert Skies, shout out to Desert. You know what I'm saying? He said he liked the game too. Just that price point, it was just why are you doing that when you're a hero shooter and there's other hero shooters doing the same thing for free to play. So I mean, he said it was good, just not going to have to pay for it, which I understand that. So that game ultimately ended up shutting down, and then the studio got shut down too. So hopefully he'll find jobs and stuff like that though. But
Hopefully.
yeah. So Conco got shut down, and then recently it looks like Sony had plans to do another live service game, and one was set in the God of War universe. Honestly, I don't know how that will work. Honestly, I don't know how that will work. But someone, like I said earlier, some people are just trying to throw whatever sticks to the wall, and like it's a major IP, people will buy it. That's not how it works.
They tried it before with God of War Ascension had a multiplayer, and you weren't.
That's what I was going to say too, because people were saying that like they were hoping that it could be like Ascension 2, like multiplayer kind of thing, whatever. That's what they were hoping for with this like God of War live service title, but obviously,
then why?
Yeah, obviously that got shut down, and then Ben Studio, they were working on a live service too. They're people that's behind Days Gone, and that was a rumor like maybe a couple months ago that Ben Studio was like working on a Days Gone like a live service game, and now we know that it was true, and it got shut down as well. So that's now 3 live service games that got shut down of the whole initiative. So. Right. And people are starting to think that like, hey, Sony, and I'm seeing like every YouTube video I see, every like outlet I see a video on for PlayStation, like y'all should, everyone's saying that y'all should stick to single player games. Like live service is not your lane. Just stick to single player. Y'all have good stories and stuff like that, good gameplay. Just stick to that. And I'm not gonna say I fully believe that, but yeah, I kind of believe that. Like, I think they're trying to get this continuous revenue, because I know the game industry is like, I don't know if say it's hurting, but like they want that money that they see Fortnite getting, and only Fortnite has that money right now with the Epic and but what they made on everything. So, and there's other live service games that's doing that too, with like Call of Duty, what's it called, Warzone and stuff like that. But it's just like, there's money in single player games too, and it's just like it's not continuous, but it will keep your fan base like loyal to you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what the people are starting to say now, starting to think. So,
right.
Yeah, I don't think it's looking good for Sony. If they have more live service games under their belt, hopefully it's something like really good, or just like they're thinking twice about it now, because right now they're 0 for 3. So,
well, I agree with the single player. I think the attempts on live service games are like trying to bridge their way to more of their own money makers. Like I know we have an eye on Ghost of Yote. I think that's set for this year or next year.
Yes, it's set for this year. I think it's set for this year. Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about more when we have more of the squad on. We'll talk about that more in detail. But I think most of us have a PlayStation of some kind and are hype. So
I am definitely hype. Tsushima was amazing.
Bread and butter. Right. That's bread and butter. Assassin's Creed initially. Well, I think that was. I don't know if that was multi, but. Initially, I know they both came to Xbox, the Microsoft and PlayStation, but Assassin's Creed initially, even though the current iteration and Shadows has been pushed back to March 20th due to
that was
tweaking.
Pushback. Don't know why, but hey, I think they're going to get some stuff together and everything like that. So, but I'm hearing good things about it. So there's been a lot of news articles about it that like I think Shadows is like it looks pretty good right now. So the new weather system and stuff like that they added and everything, like the story is probably pretty good. So, I mean, am I interested in another Assassin's Creed game? Not really, but it's in Japan. I do like that they made it go to Japan, and there's also a black guy in there, so I'm kind of biased towards it. I might get it. Yep.
Right. Revisiting the legend himself.
Exactly.
I'm holding my breath for that as well as an Assassin's Creed player. I haven't played the game since owned a copy since Black Flag, which is technically Assassin's Creed 4, and I know we've touched on the remake being something that they're trying to touch on. So we'll see where
I was going to talk about that too.
Yeah,
I was going to talk about that since you brought it up. I was going to say that like it's like rumored that like it was rumored for a while that Black Flag was coming out this year. It's coming out, a remake is coming out, but now I think it's going to be coming out this year, which is kind of crazy. It's making like that at the end of this year and not Shadows, which I think I understand why, but I think the remake for Black Flag is coming out this year, and it's apparently supposed to be like a not only visual upgrades kind of enhancement, but like a gameplay mechanics and element upgrades as well. Like, you know, with the ecosystems around wildlife and as well as the combat and stuff like that. And that it was some truth to this rumor because I think on a LinkedIn page or a job description page or whatever, somebody that worked on the project, it said 2024 2025 in parentheses. So that means that it could be coming this year. And Ubisoft just didn't announce it yet because I think they're trying to put all their eggs right now at Shadows and stuff. So, which makes a lot of sense. So
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, I just wanted to share that since you talked about Black Flag anyway. So I was like,
no, yeah, like right. It's on the notes. It's like one other thing in addition, and then I'll bridge it again for Sony and the idea of live service and the finances they're trying to stick to and single player games. Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth are looking to come to Switch and Xbox next year.
Hey, yes, sir. Which is crazy. That's crazy. I never thought I would see the day that Final Fantasy becoming the Nintendo. Actually, I did see it, but like I was just surprised that this one is coming to Nintendo and stuff like that.
Yeah. So
even Xbox. I'm surprised by that too.
I think exclusivity it's still the name of the game, but certain divisions and certain things are not holding up the weight that they used to. Final Fantasy isn't holding the name that it used to. There are games that are inspired by Final Fantasy that are moving forward. So, Granddad Final Fantasy, you can relax and spread your wings across multiple consoles.
With the year that Square Enix had last year, they talking about how like I think they were saying that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth didn't sell what they wanted it to sell, and it was like kind of like underselling. I think they starting to see that like, hey, maybe we can start pushing multi-plat.
Yeah,
which
like
I'm not mad at that. I mean, like I said, if the Switch 2 can handle it, then that's cool. Which it should be, because I mean, Final Fantasy VII Remake was on PS4, so and apparently that ran smooth, like really smooth over there.
Oh
so,
yeah, it did. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And if the Switch 2 is rumored to have like PS4 Pro level strength on like docked up, I don't know what it is handheld wise, but that's cool. So
that's cool. I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
The potential's there. So, one final thing. I don't know if you want to touch on one poke. Elon Musk being a phoney. You know, this is opinion. Shout out to Elon Musk and your position in the government right now. This is just basically how people are talking about on the line. We're not talking about Elon Musk directly or anything like that, disparaging his gameplay. People play games how they want to, and we've talked about this before in the podcast about opinions. Gaming, being a gamer versus being a phony gamer, quote unquote. But
I mean, there was I think because Path to Exile 2 is in early access right now, and I think he like right now Elon Musk is like really really high in like I think the rankings for a certain like being like one of those certain players in the game and stuff like that. But like people were seeing like they were starting to see like very weird things with his gameplay and stuff like that. People were starting to notice the little things and everything when he was on his 1 hour stream. And I think this 1 hour stream was like on January 7th, I believe. Like for instance, those little things like he was like on the map. He was it was called Elon's map, and like he was like when he was like in the game, whatever, he was leaving uncollected like these little orbs. I think they're in the game. He was leaving them uncollected that people don't usually leave and stuff like that. So it's like, it's a little sus. Why are you doing that? And why is it called Elon's currency or Elon's catalyst or Elon's map? So he was just, a little suspect of like why that's happening, a little sus with it. And it's come to find out that apparently it's because like I don't know if it's a rumor. I think it's actually true now from what I've been seeing that Elon has been having people play for him and stuff like that. With this particular game and everything, and apparently people, I think actually shout out to the person Get Good Girl who follows us on Threads. I think she said that it's not surprising because I think he did this kind of same, this kind of very similar thing on Diablo 4 or whatever.
Whoa.
So or something like that, something similar to that. So Elon might be getting called out as being a phony, which that's kind of funny. That's kind of
Elon, if you ever pick up Warframe and you need someone to slide in and level up your characters for some bread, like, you know, you paying people so you can log in and have a good experience. Like I'm in like the series of stuff that I'm working on, because it's a lot to get to higher level Warframe stuff and modding, like even stuff that blows my mind. But you still got to know the basics and you still got to do the grind. And people that I know that want to get into Warframe and see the steep hill and go, dang.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because technically, Warframe is the live service game too, right?
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
And that's one of them ones that like has been around forever, since like what, 2013, 2012?
2013.
So
yeah, 2013.
Yeah. I remember downloading that on my Switch. I remember downloading that on like my PS4 when it first came out. I remember playing it on Steam too. I think shout out to Corner. I think Corner got me on Warframe.
Yeah. Talk about evolving live service game. Okay, like, and the things you want to buy, the skins look amazing when you want to buy. You want to make your Warframe and your character look swaggy. Like, in the in-game system, you can sell people stuff that you earn back to them. Anyway, I won't. That's a whole other thing. I've touched on it before. That's not brand new to me or any of our listeners. If you follow me on my profiles or if you listen to this podcast, it's not the first time or will be the last that I will praise Warframe. You know, and
definitely won't be the last. Y'all be hearing it more times. This podcast. You know. Any other episode,
I will praise it. I will sing it until they do something wrong. Then I will switch up like everybody else.
What Warframe is, what I'll say. What can I say that? Is that a fair comparison? I was gonna say what Kojima is to Corner is like what Warframe is to you.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna ask because I was like,
no. I wouldn't. No. Corner with Kojima is like Bayhive stuff, and then this is all praise to Bayhive fans. Like, it's your fandom.
He's in the Kojima hive.
Yeah. I praise Warframe for the fact that it's still free and it's ongoing and keeps people interested in going like that. I haven't gone to, I don't know, if they had a Kojima Con, Corner would probably find a way to go. He'd be
the first person there to get a ticket.
I haven't gone to TennoCon, I haven't done anything like that, but I just definitely follow their journey and I respected the work that they've done and the backing that they found, and I've somehow kept the community forefront ahead of things that they're doing in operation. So
that makes a lot of sense, and I appreciate that you were able to see the differences between you and Corner's using everything. That's why I asked. I didn't want to say it straight up. I want to be like, is it ever a comparison? Let me ask him first.
Look,
you know.
Look.
But I know also that we're going to
Kojima. Look.
And I know we're going to talk more about this when the rest of the squad come on, whenever they come on, but I usually saw like probably 2-minute light on this. So the developer direct came up. What game are you excited for right now out of that? I know for me right now, out of those 4 games that were announced,
that's all you, family. That's all you. That's all Corner. That's all Too Tall Taylor, family. That's it. You know, Sony. I'll never cheat on you, baby. No, we don't do that here.
Nah, but I think most of those games are coming to PlayStation
all platforms.
Yeah, they'll multiply. It's just that they're coming to Game Pass first, so it's like not first, but it's coming to Game Pass, so it's like if you have it, might as well just do it. But I will say Expedition 33 looks amazing right now. Yeah. Amazing! Oh my!
The concept,
and the fact that they said that they're like inspirations were like old JRPGs from back in the day, I'm like, oh, that's even better. Oh man,
even better. That's what I'm saying. Like the Final Fantasies, and I'm not trying to retire them or nothing like that. We good. Like, it's like, Granddad, you can chill. You can chill. Like, I would love to see a new. Well, I would love to see a new Golden Sun, but that story is front and back end finished, and I love both of those games.
You know what's crazy that my brother-in-law loves Golden Sun too. Like he even put I have the Switch Online the membership, whatever. And I think the both Golden Suns are on the Game Boy Advance emulator thing where they have over there. I haven't played them yet, but they're on there. But I've heard he said he praised those games a lot. That he loves Golden Sun.
Bruh.
I heard them back in the day. I just never played them.
Those are my foundation, along with Final Fantasy, for JRPG formats and why I'm not against turn-based. Like that game was amazing. Those games were amazing. Like that and the Lost Age, and they stick together. And if you had the first game, and I think you had to put in a code for the second one, if you leveled up to a certain point, and you could unlock your characters in the second one. That's another game that I'll be hype on praise on. Golden Sun, 100%. 100%.
Okay, I mean. I hope Nintendo, if y'all listening, man, y'all got a fan right here of Golden Sun. Y'all just make a third one. Put it on the Switch too. And the Switch. Whatever.
Right, whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
But
shout to the Switch too, man, because they gonna have Switch games are gonna be able to go over to the Switch too. So that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But to your point, Expedition 33. Two tall tales looking forward towards Doom. I don't know if you are, or if anybody else. I think Cornered is, but the Doom Dark Ages follow-up.
I have not been the biggest Doom person like that, but I'm not going to sit here and say that it doesn't look good. It definitely does look good. I mean, it's on Game Pass, and they're all on Game Pass right now, so maybe I'll just go through all of them one of these days before Doom Dark Ages comes out. But yeah, it looks really good, and there's rumors that that's coming to Switch 2 as well. We just put that out there today on our threads and Blue Sky. Y'all should follow us on both. But yeah, I think there's a rumor from shout out to Extas, I forget. I think it's how you say their name. But they said that there's a rumor right now that that game is coming to the Switch 2, but they didn't want. I think that Nintendo didn't want to announce anything, or they didn't want to announce anything at the Direct or whatever, because I think Nintendo is from what I saw, they have a certain kind of list for their developers, and they didn't give them permission to say anything yet or something like that. I have the full write up right here. Let me just actually see what I'm talking about, because I think we did put it out recently. But
facts.
I think it says something on the lines of that. Yeah, Switch 2. It says coming to the Switch 2, but was not announced because Nintendo has not given the green light for their partners to submit their titles. And this is mostly so Nintendo can they're doing the extreme kind of secrecy kind of route right now for a strategy for to avoid the certain rounds of hype and leaks as well. So I mean, one of those two already happened. So if it's true or not, that'd be cool to see Doom Dark Ages on Switch 2. So that's cool.
That is cool. Yeah. That is cool. Shout out to that. I mean, it sounds like Xbox or Microsoft is on a positive slope and positive upward slope. So yeah, that's good.
Everybody is too. It's a good year for gaming this year. Everybody has their positives. Some have the negatives, but a lot of have the positives. The Switch 2 is coming out. PlayStation got a couple of exclusives coming out this year. Shout out to Ghost Yote. Xbox got a lot of games coming to Game Pass. I mean, PC's still thriving. So yeah. And there's a long list of games coming out, so we're eating good this year.
We're eating good.
Anime fans too.
Another episode there as well. So Marvel Rivals. So we'll just wrap up that we all of the squad members, all of us, play Marvel Rivals.
Everybody.
And I think for mine and Wavy's, we'll probably touch on this again when the squad's on in full effect. But right now, we all enjoy the game, ups and downs, quick playing comp. I like the Doom, the 12 versus each other free for all lobby. I'm in there sometimes as well.
Oh, I haven't done it yet. Is it fun? It's fun. Okay.
Yeah. Mind you, of course, don't pick anybody. Just you gotta pick a character that's good, be able to box in close quarters. But I mean, unless you're super good with some character somehow that you're using it, that's in close quarters. How the heck are you doing that type deal? But for the most part, you'll get the idea once you get in. You go,
okay,
got it.
Yeah, I mean, the game is great so far. So it's basically Overwatch was when it first came out, which. That's what everyone really wanted, because Overwatch when it first came out had a buzz for such a long time. I think for the first 2 years, it was everywhere. And then like it started teetering down. Then Overwatch 2 came out. Like, but Marvel Rivals is doing it like they're doing it right because they're catering to the people. It's Marvel IP, so you got tons of people to choose from. The gameplay is smooth. They just added the Fantastic Four, I think, for
two
the
of the
season.
members.
Yeah, it's only 2 members right now. I think the other 2 are coming later on in the season.
Yeah.
At this point, right now it's only Sue Storm and Reed Richards, which are both good. Shout out to you said you're Silver, right? Silver 2, Silver 3?
Silver 3. Silver 3. I wish I was Silver 2.
Silver 3. I know Desert said that he's Platinum. And I know oh no, I think did he say Platinum? I think he's Platinum or Diamond, I'm not sure.
Platinum or
and
Diamond,
then,
yo.
He might be Diamond, and I think no, he's Diamond, that's right, because Corner's Platinum. That's what it is. I'm like Bronze 2. Cause like cause I also don't play as much as like Desert and Corner probably, you know what I'm saying? But then I'm also like I didn't want to because when I did my first time playing ranked, like I had like, incompetent team players. So I lost like probably 3 in a row and I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I was good. And then last night, I got back on. Had about 3 matches and I won all 3. And now I'm like Bronze 2 from Bronze 3. So, if we can keep going on this road, if we can get up to, Silver Gold maybe sometime soon. So
to get knocked down 3 levels when the new season comes. Crazy. Struggling.
Because who's your main?
I am an Iron Man main and proud.
I do main Thor. Thor is my guy. I do not shy away from the tank.
Thor's a good play. I played Thor. Thor's good. Thor's kid.
Thor is nice. I played Penny too. That's my second main.
Penny's really good.
So those are my 2 mains right now. But mainly I'll go towards Thor. And if I had to go DPS, possibly Moon Knight, and then but my third favorite player after Penny is Mantis. I like Mantis a lot.
Okay.
Which people use her as DPS a lot online, or they used to. Yeah, yes. She's a healer, but people use her as DPS. So.
So it's an important point that you pointed out there, and I'll touch on mine. My current tops right now, if we're talking tank, I'm a Captain America or Thor person, but I pick Cap first. DPS, we're talking Iron Man, Magic.
Okay.
I can pick other people too, but those are my mains that I want to focus on. That's another thing about being important about who you focus on. Yes, I've dabbled in Iron Fist. Yes, I've been the one to get some kills, but then get on. That's another focus in general. Relax. And
Iron Fist and Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is such a
bell curve. He's so annoying.
Man.
You play a good Spider-Man. Oh my god, this is so annoying.
You got it, fam. Jesus. Okay. I've tried it in practice or whatever. I'm brave doing that in public or whatever, and then my healers would be now I made Cloak and Dagger, and shout out to Jamericadian, another friend of ours who has his own podcast on soccer. He also plays as well.
Oh, true. Matt.
Yes,
sir. Shout out to Matt.
He mains Cloak and Dagger mainly, but I think he mains for damage. He might be a Penny player as well. Don't get me wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, Matt. I'm sure you will. But I know he's a Cloak and Dagger go-to if the randos are really big on wanting to be DPS only and no support. I will pick Cloak and Dagger, Invisible Woman now, or Luna Snow.
Luna Snow. I try playing Luna Snow. I guess I'm not good with her like that. So I just I just rather Mantis. That's the one for me.
Hey, everybody has their like you said earlier, we got options. Okay?
We got a lot of options. There's so many coming, and I think there's rumors that Gambit will be coming soon. So that could be coming. and everything. I heard that I think Blade might be coming in a later season.
You took the word right out of my mouth.
So.
We in the vampire season 1 in the Fantastic Four fighting against Dracula. I would hope Blade eventually comes. That would be really interesting if he didn't. He's really
I would hope that he will come.
He's teased heavily in the artwork of the season. If you unlock a lot of this, there's stuff to do in Marvel Rivals. There's the challenges. There's things to do, and he's in a lot of artwork. So I'd be surprised if he didn't. But yeah,
Very surprised.
One other thing before we wrap up: shout out to Bayonetta. Happy 15-year anniversary. Happy 15th birthday.
Happy 15th birthday, Bayonetta, man. Shout out to Bayonetta. One of my favorites. Bayonetta 3 was cool, but Bayonetta 2 was the one that's the one that takes the cake. But Bayonetta 3 was good too. 3 was good. It's a good story. Just not. It wasn't Bayonetta. It wasn't on Bayonetta 2's level. But that's hard to do. So
I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
But it was a good game. I think Platinum Games did have a teaser on their official X account, basically saying that it's their 15th year anniversary, like Frosty just said, and they have something special planned. They quoted by saying, "We have a few things in store to celebrate this milestone, so keep your eyes peeled," with the eyes emoji. So, I do have a theory. It might be a real long stretch and stuff like that, but it might. It could be. Now this is not compared to Bayonetta. It could be. I don't know. But if you guys remember the Bayonetta 3 reveal, and then 2021, 2022, when they had the reveal trailer and they showed the little dog mascot thing in the trailer too. And if you played Astral Chain, that dog mascot's in Astral Chain. Okay. I don't know if it's in Bayonetta. I'm not sure. So that's why when they first announced, I was like, "Oh, Astral Chain 2?" And they said Bayonetta 3. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm wondering, maybe Bayonetta, they have some news on Bayonetta, maybe the Bayonetta 3 remake or something new DLC or something like that. But maybe Astral Chain 2 comes out this year. I don't know. I would love to see that. I think Astral Chain was one of the most slept on games in 2019 when it came out. That game was amazing. I cannot wait for the sequel. I hope that they announced that sometime this year. I hope that's a Platinum Game sleeve right now, because I hope that they're in the same universe too. Because like I said, that puppy dog mascot is in Astral Chain, but it was in the Bayonetta trailer too. So I'm like, are they in the same universe? I don't know. So that's my little conspiracy theory. It might not be true. It might be a stretch, but I will love to see it.
We'll see. But happy 15th, regardless if you don't have plans or if it was just a nice little tease. I hope Wavy's right. Hope that they do you guys justice like that for the Bayonetta fans. I didn't own the game, but it was Bayonetta is Devil May Cry with a fancy character. She's dope and her music's dope. And I'm surprised I had never picked up the title. Not that I never will, but I respect it. And to close it all off in the Switch conversation, to bring it all back around, interestingly enough, happy 40th anniversary to Super Mario.
Hey, so that's even more of a conspiracy to me that they gonna have some kind of 3D Mario or something coming out this year. They have to. It's the 40th anniversary of that's the game that pretty much saved the industry. So you have to do something crazy for that. You got to.
Switch 2 this year, 40th anniversary. You gotta do something. It's an obligation at this point.
Give me Odyssey 2 or some kind of Super Mario World remake or something like that. Hey, give me something, man. I know y'all working on something.
Sunshine 2.
Oh, I would love a Sunshine 2. That would be great. Oh my god, Sunshine was that's one of the Mario games. It's to me, that's up there as one of the better Mario games to me. Sunshine.
I did play it. Yeah, I agree. It was fun. I never beat it, but it was definitely dope.
And Mario games is so long. They're so long. I think the first one I ever beat was Odyssey.
So. I've never beaten any of the Mario games. I think I got close with 64.
64 is a lot, so I understand why you haven't. Yeah,
it's a lot. But shout out to that, and as usual, we'll keep you abreast of all the gaming news, and we'll touch on other things going on in this year, anime-wise and overall, the content-wise. This is the first episode of 2025. And thank you guys for joining us. It's a wrap. Be sure to Google us at Phucaname. Literally, you'll find all of our stuff right there, all of our available content. Catch previous episodes of our podcast on whatever podcast streaming service you prefer. We are there, guaranteed. I've been your host, Frosty Phenix. Catch me across the web at Frosty Phenix, FROSTYPHENIX, Frosty VO on Instagram and TikTok, if you still have it on your phone.
Hopefully you do.
In the United States or other countries, you probably will still have it. And on YouTube, doing gaming videos and stuff like that. On Twitch, Frosty Phenix 89. So dabbling on a few things here and there. And my main gig, if you Google Eric Nixon, Philadelphia, you'll see that as well. So just out here doing things. And so let me see. Squad, close out with your socials.
Of course, man. Yo, y'all, thank y'all for joining us today. Of course, y'all are hearing the voice. Y'all been hearing the voice of Wav3yGawd. You know what I'm saying? You can follow me, my new Instagram, WAVIIGAWD_, or you can follow my X account, so WAVII_GAWD. You do any of those. Of course, the sneaker lover, anime watcher, video game player, man. These hobbies, I'm trying to make $1, man, but these hobbies make me poor, man. This is a big, big year. I keep saying it. Gaming and sneakers, big years, man, and they trying to make me go broke, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
You're gonna do it.
I'm gonna try to do it anyway.
Don't promise nothing.
Don't promise nothing.
Don't promise.
I feel that though, man. So
but you're gonna work
hard. But shout out to y'all for joining us. You know what I'm saying?
And Desert wasn't here today, but his call is usually what closes us out. So, squad.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was good. I think he'd be proud of that.
He would either give me a thumbs up or an he's not a hater. He's not a hater, so he probably would uplift regarded. But anyway, squad. There you go. We have it. Catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Peace, y'all.